Hi, flosstube.
Welcome again. We are Acorns and Threads again.
Yeah, and we're Pixie Dust Stitchers for anyone who hasn't watched us. I'm Stephanie.
And I am Wendy.
Hi, all.
Welcome. Today, let's see if we get this right. June 6th, 2019.
Yep.
And by the way, just want to say a big, huge thank you to everybody who serves in our military.
Yes.
As we honor D-Day today.
Yes.
And everybody else who has served in.
The 77th anniversary?
I don't know what the year is,
Yes,
so I didn't
thank
calculate all the year stuff. I was lucky to remember that it was today. So that's all I got. So do we want to update anything that's going on with our lives? And
I don't have a whole lot. I'll
Yeah.
go ahead. Okay, I've been sick, so yay. A couple of things. I'll actually discuss it when I'm going over everything. I discovered that when I am sick, like head cold sick, like seriously, I can't function. I woke up this morning and I'm like, I'm gonna go, and I'm a little better today. I'm not contagious, but I apparently don't know how to think. I messed up my cross stitch so bad, like, whoa. And yeah, so there's that. And then really weird extra thing, my husband last week was complaining of a lot of pain in his knee. He's a welder. He's an inspector at a steel mill, but he is on his knees a lot and grinding. And he came home and his knees are always red, but he's like, my left knee hurts so bad. And it was bright red and it was actually hot to the touch. We ended up having to go to urgent care. He had pre-patellar bursitis, which is actually known as carpet layers knee.
Oh, yeah.
And he had an infection in it. So it was on fire because it was an infection.
Yeah.
And he thought it was internal, but it wasn't. And antibiotics. Now he's doing great.
Good.
So, I know. Crazy.
because usually, you
Weird.
think bursitis, arthritis, there's really
Yeah.
not much you can do about it, but if they can give you
Yep.
antibiotics,
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, so
Yeah.
that's
kind of what you've been up to, huh?
yeah, except for after that we can talk about who
Yeah.
we met. But yeah.
Yeah. So I've been very, very, very busy the last 2 weeks. Insanely busy, it seems like. And I mean, it's pretty much all my fault, but. So last week I decided to get out and do things I've been wanting to do. Part of it's hiking and part of it's biking. So the hiking I went on was, if you live in Oregon, you might have heard of Evergreen Museum. It's where the Spruce Goose is located. There is a paved walking trail. It's about a mile loop. Very nice. I've never been there.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
I've kind of seen the path, but I haven't actually gone on it. It was nice. But directly across 99 from the museum is Airport Park is what it's called. It's also got about a mile loop, but it's on dirt. It's not a paved path, and it goes up and down a little bit. It's all woody. It's around the McMinnville Airport. I knew nothing about this place, and I've lived there for 3 years. It was really nice. It was a really nice little hike. I really, really enjoyed it. So if I go back, I'll probably do more than one loop because it doesn't take very long to go for a mile. The other place I went to was, I went all the way down to Salem. Because as I mentioned, I don't like riding my bike on the roads, so I want to find trails that are paved.
So you drove to Salem and then found paths?
Yep.
Oh, neat.
There's a park down there on the Willamette River. I think it's Melton Brown, something like that.
mental.
No, it's not Mental. It's Melton Brown, I think.
Mento?
Thank you.
Mento Brown.
I knew it was something like that. I just couldn't remember the exact name. It's got a lot of trails, just like different loops all over the place, and you can kind of connect them and make them as long as you want. So I was like on a 7 or 8 mile bike ride.
Nice.
So it was really nice finding that. And then this week, that's been keeping me really busy, is I've been doing a shop hop for quilting stores.
Oh, you said you were going to do that, right?
Yes. So if you haven't been to any quilt stores, this is it. It is, as you can see, all over the freaking place. Comes clear up into Vancouver and clear down to Dallas, Oregon, which is about southwest of Salem. And it goes from Hillsborough out to Gresham. So it's this huge area, and in one day, at the most, I could get to about 4 or 5 stores because it just takes so long to drive to them. So, for example, yesterday, I think I went to 5 stores, and it took me, and I did go to one other stop that wasn't quilting related, wasn't quilt store related, 8 hours. I was gone 8 hours.
Oh, my goodness.
just because
Well,
it takes longer to
driving, getting out of your car, going in,
Stop.
it takes longer than you think it does. It really does.
And
yeah.
I always planned for like a half an hour in each store just to look around. I'd like to be able to buy something there if I could because I'm doing part of the shop hop, but may not
It's
work.
First Thursday.
There
Look
we
who's
go.
here.
She
Benny
finally
Fidget.
made it.
There's another surprise guest too. She'll show up in a little
Yes,
bit.
she'll peek in. So that's what I've been doing. Been very, very busy.
I have to say though, just real fast, kind of important news. Did son graduate?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, is that not something we want to talk about? Uh-oh.
I wasn't going to include it, but I kind
Oh,
of
I'm
figured
sorry.
that somebody might ask, so I will. I'm only going to give a tiny little brief thing, and everybody's going to want to know more.
They can put it in the comments.
Yeah. So on Tuesday, not 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, whenever you watch this, but a week ago was the graduation day.
Yeah.
At about 10:30, my son got a text, and then probably around 12, my husband got a text from one of the teachers at the school saying there is one class he has not finished enough stuff in, and he will not graduate.
Why on
The
earth would they
same
wait
day,
until graduation?
I was so
No, that's
bleep, 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 bleep. Yeah, you can just fill in
That's-
whatever words you want there.
That's inexcusable. I'm sorry, that's
and
inexcusable.
I love most of the teachers. We've known them for 25 to 30 years in most cases. And one of the teachers had been asking, we'd been checking for like a week. Is he okay? Is he not okay? What's going on? And as far as they knew, he was okay. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, I was very upset that day. Because that was not the
I
day.
hadn't heard
That
from you,
was
so I figured
not
he had.
the day to be told.
Oh, I am so sorry.
It just ruined graduation completely.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm
And
so sorry.
the assignment he needed to do, it took a while to do. It wasn't something that he could just, like a math assignment that he could just spit out. And he worked on it, but we were needing to leave our house about 2:15. And he emailed what he had, and it wasn't enough because he didn't have enough time to work on it. Now, granted, he put himself in this position.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah, absolutely.
you don't tell your people that on the day of
No,
graduation
you give
that
them a
there's
chance
problem.
to get it done. If you say,
Yeah.
especially because he had a week off, because they or
He
not
had
a week
enough.
off, but
He
had
could have got it done
He had
on
the
the
whole
weekend.
weekend. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
very easily. In fact, he probably had about half of it done, so it wasn't quite enough because it was a pretty big assignment. He finished it the next day and turned it in. So he could have easily gotten it done if they just told
Did they let him walk?
They did.
Okay.
And so that was the big concern. It's like, I don't want to leave the house if they say that he hasn't finished and he's not going to graduate. What's the point?
Right.
So it was a lot of last minute contacting the principal, talking to other teachers, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, he pretty much was participating in everything, and he just got a diploma that wasn't signed.
Okay.
So,
But then he has technically graduated
yeah,
now?
yeah, he's officially done. There,
Yeah, but it kind of took the joy out of it.
it did. It was ridiculous. I
That
was
stinks.
Yeah,
I'm
down in the
sorry.
dumps. So, part of one of the things we got our son for a graduation gift, I guess you could call it, was this wonderful book. It's at Hallmark, and it's almost like these really, really stiff plastic pages almost. It's not like, and it's spiral bound. But it's just great. It's called Grit for Boys and Young Men. But it also applies to women, too. It's not just, I'm not sure why they just put men on there, but it's great. So I'm going to read a couple of quotes in there because it really applies to life and how you deal with things. So one of them is, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it.
True.
Think about failure as a temporary setback, as that is all it is.
True.
Be thoughtful about how you proceed when you experience failure. Keeping your thoughts positive is always the best choice. True. And one of the other things they said is courageousness is like a muscle. By using it, we make it strong. And if you've done things, you know that if you do it, you get better at it, and it's a little easier to do the next time. Courage doesn't mean you don't get afraid. Courage means you don't let fear stop you.
Nice.
So as I said, this applies for everybody,
Sure,
not just
absolutely.
boys and men. So I thought, and that's only 2 pages out of this book, and it's got a lot. So I figured every once in a while we'll throw something in there just to kind of maybe encourage somebody.
Nice.
So,
Awesome.
yes. Alrighty. What do you want to do next?
Well, we wanted to say that not this Saturday, but the Saturday before, we all came over to Acorns and Threads, and well, not all of us. I apologize.
There's quite a few, though.
Yeah, there was a lot of us, and it was a Saturday, and they had just started up this Saturday stitching outside. But Jen from Jen Stitching Niche. She and I had we knew she was coming to Portland, and she had mentioned coming to Acorns and Threads, and Marion is the one, she said, Stephanie, contact her. I'm like, okay, sure, I'll do it. So I contacted Jen, and I was like, hey, you're coming, let's plan a meetup. So after going back and forth, we planned on Saturday, and a bunch of us came up and got to meet her, and she is so lovely. So if you don't follow her, she's Jen Stitching Niche, and she's in Mississippi, but most of you do because she's got a big following. She also has a shop, an Etsy shop, and she's awesome. I bought from her, and she's fast and awesome, and just, it was such a joy to meet her, and we had so much fun.
Yeah,
that was
very
awesome.
sweet.
Very sweet. So,
alrighty, let's
dive
move on
on
to
in.
some stitching stuff now that we've covered life. We've got some whips. I'm assuming quite a few. You actually have.
No, I have a completion.
Okay,
my
but
whips
your
are all
whips you've got.
I still have the same old whips. I'm not going to bore you with it right now. Like I said, I have been sick and I can't think. So do you want me to go ahead and show mine? Okay, I have a completion. So here's the thing. You might have heard this, but we have an Acorns pass around. Started with Michelle Bendy, then went to Stitchy Witch, Audrey, and Stitchy Witch 42. And it is called Halloween Garden by the Primitive Needle. It's super cute, and it's actually Darlene's chart, and it's kind of become the Acorns pass around, and I was the third one. So I finished it. And thank you. And I did most of the called for colors. I changed the orange to a deeper, more Halloween-y orange. I did notice there were a couple of corrections on the chart versus the finished, so I did that on the chart. The owl his face isn't filled in, and his feet are kind of this crazy yellow color, and that's not the way he is. He's actually supposed to be orange. So if you see my little owl, I filled him in, and he's so cute. Yay. And then the other thing is, there's a correction. This little star here, it was missing an arm. And but the picture shows it, and I'm like, well, it doesn't make any sense. So I have to tell you, just real fast, again, stitching. I am not a person that typically makes mistakes. I just don't. And I very rarely have to frog, except for like spotted pigs, pin keep. And that was, I chose to change things. So I chose to frog that. My witch, I couldn't think straight. I couldn't figure out what was going wrong. I just stopped her partway through and thought I was done. I frogged more and miscounted more than I ever have in my whole life. And I'm like, I really can't function. And the pumpkins, they're fine. I put them in there. Everything's fine. They're supposed to be higher up. I couldn't figure out why the branch down here was so close to the frog. They're all supposed to be up higher. I'm not taking it out.
No,
it's going to stay. So there's that.
There's that.
And now, because this is First Thursday, Marion's going to be coming, and I'm going to pass it on to her and keep going on from there. And it is super fun. So It's been really awesome. So I'm super happy with that. Yep. So that is my whip that I finished.
Excellent. Okay, so my whips, I'm working more on this. I picked that back up again. Actually, I finished it. I forgot. I forgot already. So there it is. I don't, as I mentioned with the other one that I did, I didn't put the buttons on yet because I'm just going to do them all together at the same time.
Okay, yeah.
So it's missing, but they're so itty bitty tiny you wouldn't even notice anyway. Something that I am working on, I'm kind of going out of order. I'm doing my whips and my finishes together. I got this. It's out on a limb. It's the yellow one. There's actually, I believe, 4 in total. There's a blue, an aqua, and an orange. Cute. Unless I'm forgetting one. I know I'm going to get a blue one as well, but that might be just the yellow and the blue. So this is what I've done so far. Gotten quite a bit of the bird.
Cute.
Yeah, he's getting there.
I like it.
So, and the nice thing, this is a Mill Hill kit, but it's not on perforated paper.
Oh, I like that.
It's actually on Ada, some brown Ada.
Did it come with the Ada?
Yes.
Because it's a kit?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep, it came that way.
Nice.
So it's kind of different and nice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Very cool.
Let's do one of my, I feel a little discombobulated. We kind of talked about that today.
Sorry.
I actually picked up Esther's Wave again and started working on it.
Nice.
As I mentioned, if you remember, I'm not doing the call for colors. I'm doing blues and greens. So I'll show you what I've done. There we go.
Nice.
So the last time, I think I only had a little bit of this green wave, the little in-between one. So I finished all that, and then I started the next row.
Very pretty.
This is row 8, I believe, and I think there's 11. So we're getting there.
Wow, yeah.
We're getting there.
And that's a big one. That's a big row.
They're all
Well,
big.
but I mean, like, this row is little.
Yeah, there's
And
in
then-
between little ones, and those take a long time too. They're not that quick. So lots of beads. I don't know how much you
He's so
noticed.
cute.
How many beads are in all of that?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So a lot of beads as you
Lot
go.
of beads.
And then one other finish. I did finish the Sleepy Hollow.
Nice.
And unroll it because I did iron it so it looks a little nicer.
Love it.
There it is. In all its glory. So all I had to do was add trees over here to this side. And now he's done.
Very cool.
I'm so happy about it.
Love it.
So those are my whips and finishes and all that
Love
good
it.
stuff. Alrighty. So
Sorry.
as you all know, we purchase things.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
And again, we were here twice because we were here for our last
Yes.
video, and then we were here to see Jen. So, shopping, acorns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been crazy. What kind of purchases have you done, Missy?
Okay.
She always has far more than I do.
Oh, I actually have. Oh, we'll come back to this. I'm gonna. So, well, first I have to show you this because this is awesome. So I had shown before that I'd gotten this beautiful mermaid fabric, and I loved it. And I had Wendy make me a bag, and it's beautiful. It's I had picked out coordinating colors, and it is and she made this cute little fob that has a mermaid on it. Love
Yes.
it. But come on,
Yeah.
look at in its perfection. I'm so happy. Love it. That's wonderful. So super thrilled with that. Okay, so then I have this. I showed it on Instagram, but I have to show it again. It's the Miracle Whale by Owl Forest. Come on. And it's so awesome. And it comes all beautifully like this.
Nice.
And there's the beautiful floss and the cute little card and the fabric. It's 32 count. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. And then it came with a little needle minder too.
Nice.
And yeah, it's awesome. And I am addicted to Owl Forest. So I already have another one on order. I'll show it to you next time. And then I have a couple stash ones. I got Stacey Nash Thistles and Spells Pin Keep. It's really cute. I really love her. And I got Wild Berries by Blackbird Designs. I've been wanting that one. And then the rest is actually, I didn't get to my charts. I actually ordered some stuff. So I had found hand dyed by Rolanda. She's in Canada.
I've heard of her.
And she hand dyed these beautiful DMC. They're stunning. And then I have to just show the fabric. I got fabric. I don't even know if I'll ever use it because it's so beautiful. But I know it's ridiculous. But I mean, it's. You guys are not gonna even. You can't even tell from here.
It's
But
showing
it.
pretty good.
Sorry.
Nope.
I'm in Wendy's face.
Because it's got so much to it.
It's gorgeous. Put it away. And then this one, and I told my husband, I'm like, wow, I was apparently on a purple kick, but it's so
We seem to get in those kicks.
It's so. This one's much lighter. It almost looks like flowers.
Yeah, it does.
It's stunning, people. Stunning. And then the last one. And again, purple.
We'd use that for Halloween. A nice
Isn't that so
darker
pretty?
color, and that'd be great for Halloween.
Okay, and then my last thing, I just got it yesterday, super excited. I'm gonna have to have more project bags. Marion, again, I can't tell you, even though Linda Jo she blabbed it, wasn't supposed to. So just forget you saw anything from Linda Jo. And Marion makes these fun little things, and she told me she'd make me some more, and she'd let me give me fabric. And I'm actually buying something. Oh, I can't show you. One of the things I can't show you. I just thought this was cute. Squirrels.
Oh my gosh!
I know. Isn't that so cute?
So cute.
It's so cute. It's so pretty. And then this one's just fun. Bees. And then, love this one.
Yes.
And it's ba ba ba.
Cluck.
Oink 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 cluck. Yeah, super cute. And the other one I was going to show you, and I realized that I can't. The ba ba ba. Oink oink oink.
Farmyard over here.
Farmyard. And I realized I can't show you something, and I just shook the thing because I made a mistake last time in the video, and I showed something that was supposed to be a present for someone, and I'm going to shout you, "Hi Donna, I love you." And so that was supposed to be a surprise, but anyway.
Oh, well.
So I've got some surprises going for her. She's my friend in Kentucky, and I love her accent, and she's so cute. She sent me a video after she received my little present, and it was so sweet.
Oh, good.
So I actually can't show.
Okay.
It's going to be a surprise.
Yay.
So you do that, and then I need to finish something that I forgot to show.
All right. So my lovely haul, which isn't that big, bigger than normal. Of course, I got my other village house, so get working on that. I have several of these little mice, so I got another
Have
one.
you done them?
I have stitched one of them. I haven't finished putting it together, but I love the little wire tails, and
tails are
then
super
whatever
cute.
they add to it. So like the Halloween mouse has a little wooden broom. It's so adorable.
Have you ever
This
watched
one
Deb?
has a little crown.
Have you ever watched Deb from Country Stitchers?
No, I don't think so.
not Deb, Liz. Liz does those.
Okay.
And they're so cute.
They are,
Really,
especially
really
if you get the little thing that they sit on or whatever.
cute. Really cute.
Because I loved my pumpkin, my Halloween pumpkin one so much, I got dowel.
Cute.
So yeah,
Shout
I
out to
got.
Satsuma. She loves her some Satsuma.
It just seems wrong to have only one, when it's made up. So, and then I got the summer delivery.
That face was not because I'm not happy. It's because she got it before me. I'm seriously irritated.
I had to come in and drop some stuff off, so I got it because it was sitting here.
So I'm going to be getting that, people. Because first of all, Plum Street. Second, sheep.
Yeah. So when I saw that on Instagram,
I know.
I was just like, oh, I want that so bad. So, yeah. And I normally don't do that. Some of it's like, oh, that's kind of cute. But when I saw that, I'm like, oh, gosh.
Super
It's
cute.
great. All right. What else did you have?
So I have actually a SAL that's starting. I'm part of a group called the Sheep Loving Stitchers, and we're a small group, and they really want you to be really active in it.
Okay.
So we're really small, but I am so happy to be in it, and it's all things sheep. It's sheep knitting, stitching, crocheting, whatever. But we're going to be starting a SAL, so I'm going to show what I'm going to be working on. It's going to be starting this weekend, I believe, and I'm going to be doing Wilhelmina. But I'm going to change the colors up. I think I'm going to do purples, but I haven't really decided, so I'm still working on that.
Okay.
And then, I was only going to show this because I got this. It's beautiful. Okay. So, I'll show
I'm trying to
you
remember
for a
if
couple
I'd seen
reasons.
that before.
This is
If
the
you
peacock
had
one.
that, okay, you
I
had
still haven't done it.
It's like
and
somebody had it. I
Yes.
just can't remember
Other
who.
people are working on it too. So I still haven't started it, but and I'm behind. I haven't printed out the other stuff. I'm running out of ink on my thing. But I need to get the fabric next. But I went through and I found what I was going to do. I got these beautiful silks, and they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
They're peacocky, purpley, bluey, and then I got some coordinating colors. This beautiful blue and this beautiful green. Beautiful silks. So I'm going to do that with that, and I'm going to have Janine kind of help me decide what fabric I'm going to do it on. Because I don't really want to do it on white. White's so boring. And then I might as well show you what was in it. So when we were here, meeting Jen, Wendy was selling her bags. I need more project bags. So
Everybody does.
But I love this. It's a Portland one.
Yeah.
And I live in Vancouver, but still Portland.
It's Portland.
It's my jam.
So, yeah.
So shout out to Wendy again. So
They're
there's
floating
that.
all over the place.
Yep.
Just great. Is that everything?
That's everything.
Okay. So, I think the only thing we have left to do is the giveaways
Giveaway.
that we do. Yay. So we had our glove, which I'll show again. And surprisingly, we had quite a few people who wanted it.
Yeah.
Even though it's an older pattern, we had quite a few. And our winner is?
Maggie, yes. Yay, Maggie.
So we will put your comment. We'll tell you that you won and get you to
Contact us either private message through Instagram on Pixie to Stitchers or pixietostitchers@gmail.com. And yep, that's it. Yeah.
And our next one we're going to do, and we kind of mentioned this last time, is that we'll kind of go from a little bit older ones to a little bit newer ones and try and alternate, so it's, mix it up a little. So Steph had this.
Yeah,
Why
I
did you
donated
end
this
up
one.
having this?
I ended up having two
Yeah.
because That's what I do.
I think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
I hear that a lot. So we have Sunflower House by Plum Street Sampler.
I thought that was a good one coming in, you know, summer and
Yeah.
then heading towards fall. That would be
Yeah.
a nice one to work on. So
Get ready for
Yeah.
that particular time of the year.
Yeah, awesome.
Have it done maybe?
So if you want to stitch it, I guess say I'd like to stitch sunflower.
Yeah.
And be a subscriber and like us.
And don't
And
say
don't
giveaway.
So here's our other person.
And yes.
I subscribe. I want to stitch it. Can I, please?
Oh, sure.
All right.
Stitch it.
Subscribe.
And we'll, there's another name.
You guys, I just, FYI, I might have posted on my Instagram stories that people should look for a new video from you.
Okay.
Because you're sitting here.
Yeah.
Oh,
It might not be up till tomorrow.
Love
It's okay. They're primed. They're primed.
Love it.
They're ready.
Love it. The bendy people
Yes.
are ready.
Yes.
All the people.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
I think
Love
that's
it.
everything
Yep.
for today.
And now we're going to sit here for the rest of the day and stitch
Stitch
and
away.
visit
Fun
and have
friends.
so much fun.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you next time.
Bye next time.